Hi, I'm Canon Explorer of Light, Bryce, and today I want to take you behind the shot to show you how I got my favorite image. Today I'm going to shoot on the Canon EOS R5 mirrorless camera. This is my new love. It is a 45 megapixel camera, and this camera really performs in extreme light. The lens I have chosen today is the EOS RF 24-70. This is an f2.8L lens. I am from New Zealand, but I work and live in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I have never seen more beautiful light. But desert light can also be incredibly harsh as we don't have a lot of cloud cover. Today I want to shoot into this light. I want to create backlight images and do shoot-throughs for interest and use my reflector to control the haze over the top of my camera. We got perfect cloud cover today, just a touch. I found some trees with light leaks and a little bit of shade. My ISO is set to 200 for the entire series. All of the images are at f2.8, which is my preferred portrait aperture. My shutter speed ranges throughout these images from 300 to 500 depending on how fast the light was moving, and the focal length that I have shot on today is between 60 and 70 mil. You can see in this video how much the light changes as we move under the trees. You can see little flares coming up to my lens. I want to make sure my model is always standing in the perfect amount of light to expose for their face, and make sure that that background is within 1 or 2 stops so it's not going to blow out. I put interesting shoot-throughs in my foreground. Sometimes I'll use twigs or any element I can find outside, or today I'm using plexiglass. You can use real glass, you can use fabric or tulle, and traditionally you can just use these around the edge of your frame. I like to put a shoot-through in, whether it's just a simple flare or maybe a little out of focus element, just to give a little element of interest. I usually hold whatever I'm holding within 8 inches of the edge of my camera, and if you have an assistant, have them hold it so that you can move around more and really explore the way the reflection and light shifts as you move. The second image I took, you can see when the glass is flat, it's showing a direct reflection of the landscape behind me. It is absolutely putting in an entirely interesting element into this image that you might not know where it came from. You'll see I'm shooting live view through the back of my camera. I like to shoot live view because this camera has outstanding eye, face, and head detection autofocus software. It means I can compose the image and see everything just from the back of my camera. I took that image and the next series of 4 images with that beautiful reflection coming through the left side of the image. And be careful, these get a little bit creative, and I want to make sure my clients can always understand and use these images. But even with all of that light coming in the left side of this frame, you can see when I come in close, there is so much detail even through the plexiglass, and with all of that reflected light and backlight, there is so much information in here. As we turned for this last shot, I looked past her to see that canopy of trees. The light was just leaking through. I turned my camera to a horizontal frame, and I knew this was my favorite shot. My full intention was to make these series of images black and white. I love the contrast. I wanted to show you the layers of light in this image and also the texture. But when I saw this image in color, I had to show you this series, how beautiful this light comes in and just creates so many incredible elements in these images. But this image is my favorite because it has all of the elements that I love in a portrait. A little bit of fashion, lots of contrast, backlight, light leaks, lots of texture. The way that that hood frames her face and the way she lifted her face up to the light gave me the perfect composition. I want you to master natural light because they make the most beautiful images, and you can shoot anywhere. Go look for that light, don't be afraid of it, shoot into it, find that cover, use those textures and shoot throughs, and have lots of fun.